1, 0. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Spring Fever. As always, it is I, XFL Jim.
Hey, Bud Light says the time.
Hell yes, and that's actually works for both because obviously Sergio Castillo, who was you just saw chugging that seltzer, played in the XFL in 2020. Current CFL kicker. As always, I'm joined by the man himself, the legend, Eric, aka at Etoff21 Sports, aka Uncle fucking Rico. Whoa. Shout out Clyde Emerson in the chat.
What's up, man?
I hate the Lakers. We're back, baby. It's been a couple weeks. It's been a while. We've been dormant. We've been busy. Life has been hitting.
Sometimes life hits you, dude.
Was it from my favorite movie of all time, The Big Lebowski? Sometimes you eat the bar, and well, sometimes the bar, sometimes it eats you.
You know what? I've never watched that movie.
It's Eric. I've watched it enough for the both of us.
What if you had to say what is the movie you've watched the most?
The Big Lebowski. So when I moved out to California, for the first 2 weeks I lived out there, I didn't have internet, but I had a Blu-ray of The Big Lebowski. And it was literally playing like nonstop in my apartment.
For me, I think it's either Dazed and Confused or Euro Trip. Not Euro Trip, Road Trip.
Classics.
Road Trip or Dazed and Confused, one of the two.
So obviously, big show today. There's a lot to talk about with the hashtag Save the Stallions campaign being ultimately successful. I have some opinions on like what the new look of ownership is in the UFL. I have some questions for Eric over here because I don't know for anyone new here, for people that aren't familiar with the layout. I'm deep in the woods. I'm deep in this shit. I live, breathe, like sleep UFL, CFL. I think the X League's about to start up, by the way, for our boys over in Japan. I like having Eric on the show. I like being the partner that I am with Eric because he's the everyman. You represent like the every guy because you don't like you'll follow it kind of like in the spring, and like you'll follow the CFL kind of in like the summer. Yeah. But especially like this time of year, and I'd say even like March, like prime college basketball season, Eric is like you're full on college football NFL.
100%.
Like as of this week, which shout out week 1 college football, Saturday, by the way. Saturday at what time, Eric?
8:30 our time.
8:30 Central, the best time zone. 9:30 Eastern. You can find us at the college football tailgate right here, wherever you're watching. You'll be able to find me, this guy, and I think at the very least, sometimes, maybe more often than not, Chase.
Sometimes Chase will make a cameo.
Chase, he's a busy boy. But Eric, there's been a lot that happened, namely Mr. Mike Repole. It's Repole or Repole, has now entered the fray of the UFL and gotten an ownership stake. So now the heads of the United Football League are Mike Repole, Danny Garcia, Redbird Capital, Fox, ESPN, and Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson.
That's a lot of people.
It's a lot of fingers in the pie potentially, but I do feel like the most vocal as of now is easily Mike Repole. I feel like he's tweeted and talked about the UFL more in the last week and a half to 2 weeks than The Rock has about the UFL or the XFL in the last 2 years.
I agree with that 100%. I feel like he kind of is giving the perception that he cares.
I feel like he, maybe it's cliche, but he like gets it. He's definitely being a showman about it. So he comes in, talks about the one thing the thing he wants to change the most. And I think Eric, you might agree with it. The thing he wants to change the most is to get people in the stands, because he says, like, I love the product, I love the football, but when I'm watching the games, it's like I'm watching a COVID football game. There's like nobody there, and that makes for a bad product. That's what he said.
Isn't that something we've talked about before?
We've talked about that so many times. And I've mentioned so many times it's like, hey, if you're going to be a TV first product, which it has been, why not at that point then just make the tickets even cheaper and let's just like fill these stadiums?
Mm-hmm.
So he comes in talking about, only complain about Detroit. Boom. It looks awful on the TV. It does. It does when there's no one there. But so he comes in, he goes straight for the Stallions first because what was up in the air was like, what's happening to these USFL teams? What's happening to the Michigan Panthers, the Birmingham Stallions, Houston, and Memphis? We don't know. He comes in, it's like, Stallions, guys, you've won 3 championships. You've done so much. Let's see if we can get something going. And he comes out and says, if we can get 5,000 season ticket deposits, they're staying.
Were they able to do it?
They were not. They got to about 3,100, 3,200 by the end of it.
Yeah.
But I think that's like the showmanship part of him, that he's drumming it up. He had the mayor of Birmingham talking about it.
Mm-hmm.
He had like all like local Birmingham news talking about the Stallions. And this is in like mid to late August. This is prime like SEC preview territory. And so many people were talking about the Birmingham Stallions.
I mean, that's pretty good, dude. I mean, that's honestly pretty good that he was able to do that.
I love it. So the Stallions are officially returning, obviously, this season. They don't know for sure what venue they're going to be in. I still think Protective is probably the better option if they can just secure the lower bowl. Obviously, the league needs to do a better job of like working about scheduling. I think that was a big factor for why Birmingham, especially this season, looked as rough as it did at points. Was obviously like, you're in Birmingham, you're playing on Sunday at 11 a.m. or like 1 p.m. I think an environment like Birmingham, you want more night games.
Or Saturday games.
Or Saturday games, but like they played on Mother's Day.
Which is idiotic.
Like, if you're going to do holidays, like I can understand maybe Easter if you have to, but like, come on, guys. Know your place. So now the Stallions are here. The Stallions are saved. I like the energy he's been bringing. Now we turn our eyes to the Michigan Panthers. What is going to happen with the Panthers? Because it felt like, obviously, the Panthers in 2025, they were the only team that actually saw an increase throughout the season of fans.
Yeah.
But two things still go against them, especially in a guy like Mike Repol's like mind. And they're both the same thing, but it's a 2-factor deal. You're playing at Ford Field. So even if you can get like 15, 17,000 people there, it still looks rough on TV.
Yeah.
But it's the most expensive venue in the league by far. I think we talked about it on the last show that we were actually here. It cost them like hundreds of $1,000s per week just to play there. So what Mike is saying is something I think we even brought up on the show. It's like, hey, Detroit is planning an MLS stadium.
Mm-hmm.
If the UFL can like get like a good end deal with that, that's like the perfect environment for the Michigan Panthers, because the city of Detroit seems to really be rallying around him. Especially like when you got guys like Dan Campbell talking about the Michigan Panthers, and like at least I don't know how many UFL players ended up on the Lions, even practice squad wise, but they invited a lot to camp.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like he seems to be liking
he's doing his part, but it comes back to what I've said. Like you kind of need that NFL push to kind of help a little bit.
Push I'll accept. I don't want a partnership. And I've seen this too. Went to a Panthers game with the kids, had a great time, was too expensive. Honestly, cheaper for me to take the family to a Tigers game. The UFL needs to push for a better in-game environment, a cheaper, like you can't be paying expensive prices for what the UFL is. It is a cheaper alternative.
But that's the thing, like to open up the doors for Ford, you have to get to X.
Oh, for 100%.
To get to X, you have to charge Y.
I think
You know
I
what I
think that'd
mean?
be
Like,
for them moving to a different venue. I think that's a plus.
yeah,
Because like the only reason they played at Ford Field when they switched from the USFL to the UFL is because the USFL, I believe, had like a 3-year lease
yeah.
with Ford, so they were locked in for like 2024 and 2025.
Mm-hmm.
Now they're just like, what's going to happen with the Panthers now? Because this stadium, this MLS stadium, maybe they're saying like it would be ready by the 2027 season. Maybe. So, like, what do they do for this year? I've heard people float out, put him in Orlando for a year because technically the UFL still has a lease that's just doing nothing in Orlando.
Jesus.
Well, that's from the XFL in 2023. They still have that lease. I've seen people say, like Clyde Emerson here, go to Ypsilanti, put him in Central Michigan.
Central Michigan's 3 hours away in the middle of nowhere. Like,
That's
I'm just letting
sorry,
you know.
Eastern Michigan. He said Eastern Michigan.
Yep, Eastern Michigan right there.
Yeah. I am of the mind of like if it's just a 1-year deal, the AD from what I've been reading, the AD at Eastern Michigan does seem open to the idea.
Yeah. But wasn't it come out they didn't like the gray field? Wasn't
I mean, on TV,
like
I will be 100% honest. On TV, it looks ugly.
I mean, if it's only 1 year, so if they play at Reinerson Field for a year, and then they go, what are they going to call this thing? Alumni Field?
Yeah, Alumni Field.
I mean, that works.
Sorry, Alumnify Field.
Oh, that works. You know what I mean? Like,
I think it could work.
Yeah.
And then isn't Perkins on NFL roster? I believe he is on the practice squad somewhere. Is he with the Panthers? Yes. I think he got at least. I think he got some preseason buzz with the Panthers. I don't know if he got like a full spot. Yeah, I think he might have got the practice squad spot for the Panthers.
okay. No, Bryce Young will be cut, so he maybe should get some run.
Maybe, hey, replace a Bryce with a Bryce.
Respect.
But I would rather keep them in Detroit or the greater Detroit area the whole time.
Yeah.
That would be my play, is just put them over in Eastern Michigan for a year, and then, boom, you got your stadium right there.
Let me Google something real quick, Jimmy.
What do you think the crowds how big do you think the crowds they would get at like an Eastern Michigan environment? Like what's around Eastern Michigan?
It's in Ypsilanti. I mean, it's kind of
You're not making me very hopeful there, Eric.
I mean, I think they'd be tapped at 5.
5.
5K. I mean, I think
5 would be rough. 5 would be really rough. Clyde's saying 10.
I don't know. I mean, like, do you do something with like? I always thought the thing was kind of like if the kids are going to be winding down school at Eastern. If you do something, because it's only going to be a couple weeks, so at least it starts off the season there. Hey, if you bring your student ID, you get a half off in. You know what I mean? Something like that.
Well, especially if they take our idea and like if they start in late February.
Mm-hmm.
Again, you're playing outdoor in the snow, probably, right?
Yeah.
I think that'd be cool. But you give like big discounts to students. Maybe a lot of like local schools in the area. You do like a bunch of charity events. Maybe working some stuff with businesses to like get the tickets out there. Because it can't be that expensive for this stadium, right?
No.
Especially comparatively. That would be my move, at least for a year. Make it happen, and then you can play in the MLS stadium, which is a perfect environment. then you're good to go.
Go to the ML.
The other UFL goings-ons. We know that Columbus is getting a team. I don't think they've announced anything else about it.
So we don't know when it's going to happen or anything like that.
No. Like this year, like Columbus will have a team. So they just announced the UFL is moving back the college draft to September 23rd. One of the reasons that the draft has been moved back, speculatively, is that they're trying to gather more time for like teams to get coaching staffs and things like that in place, so they can more readily pick out their players. So Columbus will have a team coming up. Like, that is going to happen. I forgot where they're playing. UFL Columbus, Ohio. I forget where they're playing. I think it's like Legacy Field or something like that. Yep. They're selling tickets for Columbus on the UFL website.
So, I mean, I hate to backtrack. Here's an idea. Oakland University is right there.
How big is that field?
They would have to bring in seating for it. That'd be the only thing.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Small. I mean, they'd have to bring in stuff for it. I'm trying to figure out.
I don't know what they would do. But also, it's not our job it's their job to figure it out, damn it.
Trying to find where Ypsilanti is far from Detroit, man.
I don't know too many other options.
Where is Ypsilanti?
Historic Crew Stadium in Columbus. That's where they're playing. They're playing Historic Crew. Yep. Historic Columbus Crew Stadium. Damn right, brother. What are you trying to find, Eric?
I'm working on something here. Sorry, Jim. I'm my head's going somewhere. Sorry. Go for it.
I thought you were still looking at stuff. But
Columbus
is for sure. Detroit. And like that makes me want to keep Michigan even more, because I feel like the natural, obvious Ohio-Michigan rivalry would fuel the league. It would be good for the league. And then we don't know. I mean, we're assuming both teams might be gone. We don't know for sure. Nothing's been.
I hate to backtrack. So Ypsilanti is actually kind of close to Ann Arbor. So you could probably try to get some University of Michigan people there. You know what I mean? Like, you would have more success getting people from Ann Arbor to go to Ypsi than people from Detroit to go there, based geography-wise where everything's located.
Maybe you could broaden your fan base too.
Yeah.
I don't know. And then we're all assuming, right, that like Houston and Memphis are probably just gone.
I think that stake in the heart, Jim.
I think Memphis is gone for sure. I assume Houston is gone, but it's a damn shame, dude, because what they did when they combined into the UFL, the way they fumbled Houston is crazy. Because Houston was like a pretty decent market in the XFL in 2023.
Houston is a great market, dude.
No, I'm saying like for the like UFL in particular. Like obviously 2020 it was really good. 2023 it was still like a pretty decent, like pretty good sized market.
Yeah. And
then just absolutely tanked.
But like, don't you feel like you get what you put in?
Oh, 100%.
And I think they have fumbled this nonstop.
I think they just should have, like, what they're doing now where they're scraping like the XFL and USFL divisions is probably something they should have done from the jump.
Yeah.
And just kept like, why move like Wade Phillips and all those guys to the San Antonio Brahmas? Why not? They had a thing going with the Houston Roughnecks.
Yeah.
Probably should have kept them there.
100%.
Probably should have kept them there. Clyde said, I heard they might stay, but go play at that soccer field. That's what they're I mean, the UFL is going to try and move into smaller and smaller stadiums.
Which they should, because visually it looks better.
I agree 100%. The one thing I will say is I do think you can't ignore, like, major cities.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I do think, like, obviously Houston, third largest city in the country. That is a major city. You can't just ignore those spots. Because there's a ton of people there, and you're going to be able to get some of them. But it's all about being able to find the right venue in those cities.
But with how Houston is so goddamn hot.
Again, this just plays into what you and me are saying. Start the season earlier.
Yeah, I think you kind of keep that in mind when you're putting together where these teams are going to be. You know what I mean? No one wants to go sweat their ass off.
Like, St. Louis, it doesn't matter because it's indoors.
Correct.
San Antonio doesn't matter because it's indoors.
Correct.
DC has a perfect size stadium.
Correct.
At Audi Field. Arlington, it doesn't matter because that's where the hub is, and they get like the sweetest deal on that stadium.
Mm-hmm.
Houston's hot as fuck. Birmingham's hot as fuck. Memphis is hot as fuck.
Yeah.
Michigan, it might matter. If they start the season earlier, it might be cold in Michigan.
Yeah, but
I don't buy that though, because guess what? They played the season like mid to late February in 2020, and they had a team in New York at MetLife.
I think it's easier to get people to go to cold than it is to like.
Oh, 100%. Like for me, that's the whole thing. People's like, oh, it's going to be too cold. Well, the XFL did it in 2020 and DC gets cold too, but like they had a team in New York City. Or they used to play at the Cowboys practice field.
Oh.
I think they just get like a huge. I think we might have talked about it last time. You see, Arlington's like they're rebranding from the Arlington Renegades to the Texas Renegades.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. I think they just need to go back to the Dallas Renegades if it's up to me. What do you think about Dallas Renegades?
I like Arlington better.
Really?
Yeah.
Maybe it's just because I associate different things, but I'd like Dallas. I would like Arlington. Texas Renegades. I'm out.
But why are they switching? That's what I don't understand. Like,
I really don't know. Maybe because like Texas Renegades sounds better, or like it looks better to a lot of people.
Does it sound better though?
Well, like I don't know. I really don't know. Just say the Renegades. I don't know, man. Yes. And then, did you have any thoughts on the UFL moving the college draft back to September 23rd?
No, I actually like that.
I do too. I think it makes it so that you get like everyone who didn't make the NFL draft. Because remember, like, what was it? Was it last year or 2 years ago? We were just like, oh, look who picked up blah 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 blah, and then now they're just on an NFL squad.
Yeah, I think it'd be better.
This gives teams an opportunity to get guys who like fell through the cracks with the draft and training camp and everything. I like the move. Any other UFL thoughts, takes you want to fire off?
I mean, obviously, Clyde in the chat talks about the marketing. I mean, we've talked about that ad nauseum. That needs to get better. Like, can they do the draft online, like on a YouTube, stream it, something like that?
I don't know if they will. I'm going to say yes, they can, because that's what they fucking did in 2020. It can't be that hard to just get every like coach or whoever on a Zoom call and just make it live to people.
Yeah.
Just anything to drum up a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Like any bit of excitement would go a long way.
September 23rd is a Tuesday. You think I wouldn't have that on my phone at work going?
I mean, I wouldn't, but you would.
Well, Eric, you care about your job, and I care about my passion.
I respect you, Jimmy.
We're built different. But I like the fact that the UFL was we were struggling for UFL stuff last year at this time. I'm glad that the UFL has like actual real news going into like August and going into September.
And the thing is you always want to seem like you're the guy cares, and it seems like Mike cares.
It does, and like he's promised he's going to be there at the Birmingham home opener. I would not be surprised if he makes at least one home game for every team.
100%. 100% you will.
When was the last time the Rock's been anywhere? Fucking bum. Fucking bum. I'll punch Dwayne Johnson in his dick. What a bum.
You smell that, Rock?
You ready to move on to the CFL? The beautiful game up north?
The beautiful game up north.
Eric, how's it feel to be like...
Dude, I'll be honest, Jim. I have not watched the CFL game.
I know you haven't. Eric, we're halfway through the season.
I have not watched a CFL game in a while, dude.
Shall we?
Jesus Christ, how bad?
How bad what?
Is Ottawa and Toronto?
Okay, so there are reasons for both these things. I could give you explanations, at least for Ottawa. I forget which week it was in particular, but Ottawa, they had Drew Brown.
Mm-hmm.
And the man goes down. Let me see if I can pinpoint exactly. So they were they 3-0? So they win. Ottawa, obviously, they lose week 1, close to Saskatchewan. They lose to Montreal. I don't think you were high on them this year, though, were you?
I mean, I'm always kind of high on them. They're always kind of like my squad.
You do love them. The boy, they don't have good quarterback play right now. It's rough being an Ottawa Red Blacks right now. Toronto also been struggling with quarterback play. Chad Kelly not able to be in there at the moment. They've got Nick Arbuckle, who, like, as of recent, of the last couple weeks, Nick Arbuckle hasn't been looking bad.
But do you feel? I mean, I'm looking at it right now, man. 3-8, dude.
Just beat BC. They just dominated BC. This last week was weird because, like, they dominated BC and Calgary kind of dominated Saskatchewan in week 12. Mm-hmm. But Nick Arbuckle, I'm just saying, the last couple weeks, obviously anyone's still in it because you look at the standings, it's kind of just, it's everyone in the West is, aside from Saskatchewan and Calgary, like Edmonton's only 2 games behind Winnipeg.
Edmonton is only 2 games. Yeah.
They're only 2 games behind Winnipeg. And in the East, like, yeah, Ottawa is at the bottom. Toronto's at the bottom. They're only 3 games behind Hamilton. And they're only 2 games behind Montreal. And let me tell you, dude, Montreal, they are in a rough spot. I'm pretty sure Montreal's down 3 quarterbacks.
Jesus, 3?
So, Eric, we've talked CFL plenty of times. I know you've heard names and stuff like that. You know some CFL names.
Yes.
Let me tell you who played quarterback last week for the Montreal Alouettes.
All right, lay it on me, big dog.
I guarantee you we have never talked about these guys. We've never talked about James Morgan.
We have never talked about Mr. Morgan, no.
We have never talked about James Morgan. In my life on this show, I don't think I've mentioned James Morgan's name once.
James Morgan could be my neighbor, and I have no idea who he is.
Let me see if I can look up the Montreal Alouettes depth chart right now. See if I can find their quarterback system right now. It's rough. Let's see. There's a roster depth chart. Boom. Depth chart for last week. If I can find the quarterbacks. Yeah. So it's Morgan, it's Cameron Dukes, and then your boy. They brought in your boy.
Who's my boy?
Your favorite player.
Masoli?
The international man of mystery, Shea Patterson.
Jesus Christ. How?
I mean, he's good enough to be a CFL backup. I'm not gonna hold that against him.
I would rather have the guy working at Duncan.
J.M.R. Smith?
J.M.R.
Smith came in and transformed the Stallions to being like a great team again?
J.M.R. Smith's working at Duncan?
He was. Do you didn't hear about that in the UFL
No.
like mid-season? Like he was working at Dunkin' Donuts until like week 4 or 5 of the UFL.
Jamar Smith.
Yeah, like the quarterback of the Birmingham Stallions,
Why was he working at Dunkin'?
because they didn't have him on the roster.
He just needed a little coin.
I mean, he had to work a job. You can't just retire from the UFL like that. You got to work a job. He was a manager.
I had no idea, man.
But here's what the standings are in the CFL right now, Eric. Over the East, from bottom to top, you got the Ottawa Redblacks, Toronto Argonauts, both at 3-8. You got the Montreal Alouettes at 5-6. They've looked rough these last few weeks. You got the Hamilton Tiger Cats at 6-4. Offense has been good for them.
Weren't we hyping them up last time we did this?
We hyped them up last time, and I think pretty sure preseason we hyped them up too.
Yeah.
But they're on a little bit of a, what are they, on a 2-game losing streak at the moment? Maybe more? Yeah, 2-game losing streaks in weeks 10. No, 1-game losing streak. They just lost to, they didn't play last week. 1-game losing. Am I stupid? Yeah, 2-game losing streak, weeks 11 and 10. But like Bo Levi Mitchell's been beautiful. He's been a damn beauty.
He's been a beauty or a damn beauty.
He's been a damn beauty. Like, let me see if I can find the player stats, or let me just look up the league leaders. That's what I wanted to do. But in the West, we have the Edmonton Elks at 4-6, BC Lions at 5-6, Winnipeg at 6-4, Calgary at 7-3, and Saskatchewan at 8-2. It's really like Saskatchewan. It's the Rough Riders and the Stampeders, and then everybody else.
Okay.
That's kind of like the way this league is looked.
So if I said, Jim, I'm gonna give you $100, I want you to bet on a team
To win the Grey Cup,
to win the Grey Cup.
I might go Calgary.
Really?
I might go Calgary, dude. You want to see what the futures are right now, Eric?
Let's see what the futures are, Jimmy.
Ottawa Redblacks 80-1, touching them.
No.
Edmonton Elks 50-1.
They've been playing better, right?
They've been. I mean, Cody Fajardo's been looking good. The offensive line still worries me a smidge, and because he holds onto the ball a decent amount. But the Edmonton Elks are on a 1, 2, 3-game winning streak right now. Barely lost to Hamilton in week 9.
Okay.
They're looking better. For the money, 50-1.
For the money,
Only 2 games behind Winnipeg.
Look, for the money, not bad at all, dude.
Not bad. Toronto Argonauts 40-1.
You can't do it. There's too many questions.
Nick Arbuckle, by the way, does lead the league in passing yards and is second in passing touchdowns.
Respect.
The team is just not doing it. I don't know, man. Like, they're maybe picking it up now. I still don't trust them. Still do not trust them.
You know what they say, Jim.
BC Lions 14-1.
Never trust a big butt and a smile.
Nathan Rourke bounce back. Like hey, just last week they got dominated by the Argos. 34-52. BC's an interesting team. They're flip-floppy. I do like them. 14-1, maybe.
Maybe.
Winnipeg Blue Bombers 9-1. When was the last time we've seen the Bombers be plus 900?
Yeah, I take that.
Pedigree, like they've obviously been there.
Been there, done that. But there's always that time when like it's the end of the road. Is this kind of the end of the road?
Oh, I mean they've lost the last 3. They've made it, but they've lost them.
I know, but still, like that's still good with
dude,
with how big this goddamn season is.
Oh yeah. Montreal Alouettes 8-1 plus 800.
No, thank you.
Calgary Stampeders plus 320. I like them a lot. I think they're a really good team. Plus 320 is a little too tight. Hamilton Tiger Cats plus 250. Saskatchewan Roughriders plus 225. I think the 2 best teams are Calgary and Saskatchewan. I do think BC's really good. I think Edmonton has chances. Toronto's interesting.
I guess for me, it just comes down to how much you trust their quarterback situation.
I mean, Nick Arbuckle hasn't been bad. I will never fully get on board.
You're not a Nick Arbuckle guy.
No, so like for me, if I'm talking quarterbacks in the CFL, I got Vernon Adams on top. Bo Levi Mitchell's up there too.
Okay.
Nathan Rourke is like solid. He's really, really good. Trevor Harris to me isn't like a top tier guy, but he's so consistently just good.
Yeah, which kind of skews everything.
Yeah, so he's like I like him. My favorite quarterback though is still Cody Fajardo, climbing up the ranks in passing yards, by the way, and just like passing stats. Hasn't played the full season. Came in late.
Mm-hmm.
Come on,
Cody.
just buy in a little bit.
I can't do it, Jim. I can't do it, buddy.
I mean, Hamilton's also looking really good. We're looking forward, Eric. What's your Grey Cup matchup? Because I'm going to have Calgary versus Hamilton. I got Calgary getting the win.
I'm going to go Winnipeg against Hamilton. Winnipeg getting a win.
Damn, a rematch of 2021.
Yep. I'm basic like that, Jim.
I really hope. I really hope Saskatchewan doesn't choke this away. Those are my boys. I love that team. Maybe the like strongest, most committed fan base in the league. I want them to win so bad. Also, that we never talked about.
Where's the Grey Cup at this year?
2025. I should be better about this stuff. Winnipeg this year.
Okay.
Winnipeg, Manitoba. I was also going to say the UFL's kind of getting their own version of Pat McAfee, by the way.
Oh, great.
No. Not in the way that you would like. It's a different kind of thing he's doing. He's poking at the league. He's talking about like, why aren't fans showing up for this game? Something needs to be done. Why do the leagues only get this much like practice time? This is bullshit. But he's being kind of a dick about it. He's being snarky about it.
Who is
he's
it?
Acting. I think his name is Luke Wilson.
And what is he on?
He's on TSN, which is like Canadian ESPN.
Luke Wilson, is he related to Owen Wilson?
No, he played on the Seahawks for a little bit. He was part of the Seahawks, quote unquote, part of the Seahawks Super Bowl roster. So he could claim that he won a Super Bowl, even though, you know. I'm trying to see some of his like top things. He's just been kind of like an asshole about things, but he's been, yeah, right there. He was a tight end on the Seahawks.
Dude, this hair game he has. Jesus Christ. Dude.
It's wild, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, mostly talking like attendance issues, other things about like how the league's broadcast, how the league's ran. A lot of people aren't happy with him. But I also... What?
Go ahead, sorry.
I don't mind him. I think it's good to have like a character like this talking about... Maybe like this... Maybe a better thing would be... He's a hot take guy, but It's not like... Like, I agree with some of his takes. Like, there's a lot that the CFL could do better.
Played for the Lions, played for the Raiders, went back to Seattle.
Mm-hmm.
Played for the Ravens, back to Seattle.
Yep. Didn't play a lick in the CFL. So, I don't know. I don't mind him. I think it's fun for the league. It's good to have a bad boy. Eric, are you ready to get to picks this week? It is Labor Day Classics.
Oh, yeah.
Starting off, so we only have 3 games this week. Sunday, we got Winnipeg versus Saskatchewan. The Blue Bombers versus the Rough Riders.
What's the spread here, Jimmy?
Rough Riders -4.5. Total is set at 51.5, plus 185 on the money line for the Bombers.
I'll take Saskatchewan laying the points.
The Riders want this one bad.
They lost the week before, bounce back. Winnipeg's coming off a win. These teams play each other the next week. I'll play Saskatchewan here. Then the following week, I'll look to back the Blue Bombers.
Yeah, probably. I'm kind of right there with you. I'm taking the minus 4.5 here. Monday. Oh, that's going to be a great match. That's always a great matchup. God damn it. Now I'm thinking. Can I look back? What was last year? What was the game last year for Labor Day? Let me see. This is what's going to inform my bet.
This is what's going to inform your bet.
Let's see. Scores. Yeah, Winnipeg beat them last year 35-30. I'm taking Winnipeg plus 4.5. I'm taking Winnipeg plus 4.5. I'm doing it.
Jimmy.
This is a crazy rivalry every single time this game. I might even sprinkle on the money line just to crush Saskatchewan's hopes and dreams.
I disagree, Jimmy.
Plus 4.5, though. Plus 4.5. Monday, September 1st, Toronto Argonauts versus the Hamilton Tiger Cats. Tiger Cats are 5.5 point favorites here. The over-under is 57.5 plus 205 on the money line. I'm just take the over. I'm taking the over.
Yeah, I mean, Toronto is, yeah.
Talk about also, like, coming off of a huge win. I'm taking
Hamilton.
I'm taking Hamilton here. Like,
I'll take the over in Hamilton.
Hamilton coming off of a bye.
And then Toronto's coming off a big 52-34 win.
Yeah, huge win against BC. Yeah, I'm going to take Hamilton here. Minus 5.5. And the over, 57.5. And finally, Edmonton versus Calgary. I will be watching all of these games. I might stream them. We'll see. Maybe I'm finally getting back in the swing of things. Edmonton Elks versus the Calgary Stampeders. Stamps are 7.5 point favorites here. Over under 51.5 plus 280 on the money line. Give me the plus 7.5 with the boys.
You're taking a plus 7.5 with the boys?
Plus 7.5 with the Elks, baby. Come on.
I would take the first half.
Money line. Take the first half money line.
Do it.
Take the first half money line.
I'll take the first half money line just for you, Jimmy.
Take the first half money plus 205. Plus 205.
I'll do it. I'm in.
Thank you. What do you? I'm looking forward to this weekend. College football out the ass. CFL Sunday and Monday. What more could a man want?
Yeah. I mean, it's going to be a great weekend of football. What is, if you had to rank the order of games you're looking forward to, how would it go?
Well, obviously, I'm a Nebraska guy, so Nebraska Cincinnati.
No. I'm talking about CFL.
Oh, CFL. See, I thought you were going whole thing. If I'm ranking the excitedness level of the 3 CFL matchups, number 1 with a bullet is always going to be Winnipeg versus Saskatchewan.
Okay.
I do really like the quarterback matchup in Edmonton versus Calgary, but I think you see more fireworks in Toronto versus Hamilton, especially like the last few weeks is when Toronto's been looking better. Mm-hmm. So I think that's a really, really exciting matchup. And then it's Edmonton and Calgary, but it's like neck and neck and neck. They're all really close.
Okay.
You got anything, Eric? You got one that you're most excited for?
Winnipeg and the Blue Bombers.
So Saskatchewan, the Rough Riders versus the Bombers is also an intriguing one because I feel like if Winnipeg does lose that one and Edmonton wins that one, we've got a wide open West.
Okay.
It's still wide open.
I mean, I think this season's so goddamn long. I think it's insanely wide open.
And I know it's been a while, Eric. We're not in practice. Did you have anything ready for DFS?
I am sorry, but I do not, Jimmy.
That is okay. We will come back to it with a full slate next week. Full slate of DFS for you because I think next week, 4 matchups again. BC, Ottawa, Hamilton, Montreal, Who I don't even know who Montreal's going to trot out there. Saskatchewan, Winnipeg, Calgary, Edmonton. It's great. We're eating as football fans right now. CFL season's been wonderful. I'll give the CFL credit. The one thing I do think, Eric's right, it is a long season. He'll talk about that. You guys will hear that plenty of times. One thing the CFL does wonderfully is the excitement to end games. Like when these games always come down to the wire, it feels like a lot of the times. It's so fun. The last 3 minutes of most CFL games are so damn exciting.
Yeah, and you got to give them prop for that because that will make people watch because it does come down to the end. So,
love it. All right, any parting thoughts, parting words on anything football related? Shout out IFL, by the way. I'm pretty sure they just finished their season. I know we didn't talk about them much, but Eric, do you want to venture a guess to who won the Indoor Football League? Actually, it'd probably Eric. Can you name one Indoor Football League team?
Albany.
Nope, that's AF. That's AF1.
No, nothing then.
Can you name one?
No.
Not even the Green Bay Blizzard.
No. I'm sorry I let you down, Jim.
Not the Arizona Rattlers.
No.
Shout out the Vegas Nighthawks for defeating the Green Bay Blizzard in the IFL Championship. 64-61. I caught some clips of it. Super exciting game. It was a fantastic game.
So how many people do they get in those games?
Well, I don't know where. I mean, depends on the local venue. Some of them they get a couple thousand, but they're not huge venues.
Mm-hmm.
I forget where the IFL Championship was played this year. I think it might have been in Vegas. Nope, Tucson, Arizona. And then let me just look real quick. Let me look, Eric, with the X League begins their season. You want to take a guess?
Isn't it soon?
I gotta find. Oh, dude, it's so hard to find the. Oh, I should have bookmarked it. God damn it. X League Japan.
I'll bet you I can find it first.
Got it.
Yeah, I'm grinding, Jimmy.
You're grinding? I think I found it. Oh, Eric. I think we have to talk about it because it's this week. Real quick, X League talk. Just who wins these games? Fujitsu Frontiers, Fujifilm, Ebina.
Jesus, Jim. You know I know none of these teams.
Eric, come on. You know at least a couple of them. The Fujitsu Frontiers versus Fujifilm, Ebina.
Probably Fuji. Am I right?
Well, one is Fujitsu Frontiers. The other one's Fujifilm, Ebina. You said Fuji. Which one is that?
The bigger one. The team that has more backing.
Which one do you think, Eric?
The first one you mentioned.
The Fujitsu Frontiers?
No, the other one.
Yeah, I mean, the first one I mentioned was Fujitsu Frontiers.
Oh, then I meant the other one then.
Fujifilm?
Fujifilm. Give me Fujifilm.
Okay, you're just wrong, Eric.
I'm just wrong.
Come on, you know Fujitsu.
Do I do?
We talked with people that played in Japan.
Did we?
We talk about the stats every year. Eric, let me go through it one more time because I got to pull it up. From 2013 to 2024, the Fujitsu Frontiers are 9-4 against Panasonic Impulse. They are 13-2 versus the Obic Seagulls. Against every single other team in the X League, they are 76-0.
So what you're saying is they're due for a loss.
Oh, sure. Well, we can say that. They're buying away the best team in the X League. Old Mitsubishi Lions versus Obic Seagulls Saturday. Who wins?
Seagulls lose.
I'm going to say Obic wins. Eric is on one today. Fukuoka Suns versus the Panasonic Impulse. You're going to go against our boy?
Panasonic's going to win.
Panasonic, our boy, Eric.
Panasonic will win.
Oriental Bio versus the Nojima Sajimahira.
The second
I'm
one.
going Nojima there. Yeah. Elecom Kobe Phoenix versus Sekisu.
Sekisu.
Going Kobe. And then IBM Big Blue versus Tokyo Gas. Give me the gas creators, baby.
I'll go IBM just to be different.
Go me gas. Go gas. Go gas, baby. Come on. Follow that man at Top 2 Wood Sports. Follow me at XFL Gym. There's a special link down below that
Yeah.
You want to tell them what want to tell what people what it's for?
Jim and I have partnered up with mybookie.ag. If you use the link, use promo code ETOFT21, it really helps me and that sexy son of a bitch out right there.
Love you guys. We'll see you next time for another awesome episode of Spring Fever. Stay